What's up, everyone? We are back again with Phoenix Wright's during walkthrough. We're back in the trial, as always. So, yeah, I don't know, that was a short explanation. Why not? Either way, Larry's right! Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. I really hope that was the right answer. I kind of just blind guessed that shit. Not gonna lie. That was just kind of an impulsive guess. If it's right, it was, if this is right, I played it from the start, I completely knew what I was doing. If it's not right, none of it was my fault. So, with that being said, he heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Just wipe the sweat off forehead. Okay. It was this? It had to be this, I think. This is empty. Right? Right? I think it's this. I went from having confidence to having no confidence. It's this. Oh, I was right. It was all. Yep, I knew what I was doing all the time. Don't question me. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. Timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown on the photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha. Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Damn. Not at all, Your Honor. It's the fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes. There's no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. That's why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey! My nose was clear that night, man. Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. That the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was the gunshot. Please show the court evidence of that venue. The pistol, baby! Thank God I remember this shit. This is my evidence. Murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bother me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was that last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did that hit that night on the lake. What the hell I stroked out there. Exactly! This is true. There were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Oh, better think of something quick. Wait a second! Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course, I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch. I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Test. So, finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. Time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat. Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it's hard imagining any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15. But Larry heard gunshots 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. One of them's guaranteed Edgeworth. One of them is guaranteed Edgeworth. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't fucking know. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Shh. Oh shit. If there's one thing, okay. So, I'm taking a guess. It has to be like here. Yeah, it'd have to be close enough. So here, around here, maybe. Maybe, Mr. Wright. And does this maybe include a reason why the killer would choose that spot? Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. Maybe you should try again. Fuck. Was even surprised I goofed up. Okay. What the fuck? I have to... There's... Okay. Okay, hear my reasoning for this. It has to be... God damn it. Okay, okay. I got this. It's either the boats or his shop. Let's go with the shop first. Here, of course. The boat shop, where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he starts heading home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? Boat? Woo, fuck you, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, what happened that night at Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure out this. Wow, I had a stroke again. That night, the caretaker of the boat called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got into the boat with Edgeworth and went out in the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? He would, since he still had a pistol. The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. You know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Because the first shot missed. Because the first shot missed? Yeah, he was aiming for Edgeworth and he missed. What are you saying? Did you not just tell us that he missed Edgeworth on purpose? Fuck. Huh? Oh, right. Very what's that? I'm just trying to prove here. So you shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot, then ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that first shot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol and the boat behind him. Someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. Boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then, he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly! Shit. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I'd like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I remain that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either! What? What should I do? Fight quickly! You cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow. Allowed. I request that the police department utilize all of its forces to find that. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Oh, fuck yeah. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Yay! Nick! You did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sift through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. Just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. You know what you mean? Sometimes I feel it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... Can't make up my mind. What's this all about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder